And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Carolina Panthers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. On first down, Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The game gets longer, baby. That's it. Hey, let's feed him. Let's go.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Daniels. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run on first down. Bowman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Rodgers, a free play. It's caught. Jones. So off offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, Campbell making the catch. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Catch made here by Campbell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On 2nd down now, it's Bowman, and he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Bowman, and not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Panthers 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 26. Check 3. You draw quarter. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Working from the gun, Rodgers looking downfield for Joe. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Next to score, Colts 7, Panthers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Set, ready, and read. 3 at the mark. Hey, watch the slant. It's 3. 1, 2, cut.
Check 49, check 49.
Shit, shit, shit.
And some space here. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 69 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
At the 33-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
I'm here all day. Check 9, check 9. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. They can't hang with us. Check 30.
Now Rodgers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 58, right over there. 58.
Now Rodgers. Short little throw to Ebron. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Let's go.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
58. 58, come on. Go. Go.
On first down, Bowman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
18!
Don't let him breathe! Don't let him breathe!
Here's Rodgers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
26! Hey, Charlie! Check right 54! Hey, let's get that ball.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's airing it out for Whip. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 40 yards. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Colts have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end.
With the score, Colts 14, Panthers 7.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Check, 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 check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Come on, set. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
42-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run on first down. It's Bowman, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. But he lost 6 there on the first down play. On play action, now Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Throw it right, throw it right. 50. Right there. 50.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Third down.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive starts with a completion left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 57 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distance.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it.
the play fake. Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Daniels. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Go. Kill it. Motion me out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Come on, set. Go to base. I'm coming after you. Sponge. No. Check 52. Motion. Pump.
On first down, Horvath. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Big loss on the play. Brings up
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Right there.
On third down, it's Bowman. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 11. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Throwing on first down, Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
2nd and 6. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead you've been controlling.
It got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting unit's still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Right here, right here. Yeah, yeah.
On 3rd down, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
I got you. I got you.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bowman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, here we go. Got double time.
They'll run on first down. It's Bowman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the Panthers' 41-yard line.
319. Watch the screen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 36.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. Box it. Over.
Now a give, right side. It's Bowman, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
319. 54. Let's go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching. Watching preseason football on EA Sports.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Strip that ball.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Ready? Right. Hey, 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 26. Go. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 2nd down, T. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A first throw for the backup, Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Set, ready, big and read. Check 53, Mike. I'm scared.
Now it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Oh, here we go.
On first down, Bowman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
He's coming. We got double up. Get it.
On 3rd down, it's Bowman. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
On the ready. Push him back.
They'll run on 1st down. Bowman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's get it. Ready? 10-2 song. Mike 58 right there. Come on. Now.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
On
The Colts on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Go! Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
That's going to be a long day.
On first down, T. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. T. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming. Short. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Slam.
Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Panthers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Jackson now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gill. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They'll run on first down. It's Bowman. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Bowman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
He may try and run for this. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
To throw is Jackson. Operating from the gun. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Mike, let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to
fight.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Set 18 Gator.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.